everyone, welcome to the driving video of our 1965 Austin Mini Cooper S. We're on a little office road here, following a absolute slow battleship of a car, not meant for this road. And we're gonna rip around it for a little bit. So, just drove this car back from the shop. We had it at Gran Turismo East here in Atlanta. They were doing an alignment on the car. We just had a quick ratio steering rack put in it. So, steering's super dialed in, suspension's great. The car is tiny and angry and ready to fight. Shifts really nicely, tons of grip. Fourth to third downshift, easy. No grinding of the synchros. Third to second, buttery smooth as well. The shifter is like a little wooden Q-tip. It's tiny. The shores are throat. They're mechanical. Sorry, the throws are short and they're mechanical. So the pedal box is super tight. I've got some trail running shoes on right now. That was the wrong footwear for today, but I'm making do. If you look at the gallery, you'll see the pedal box. When you brake, if you got a big shoe or a big foot, you have to use the right side of your pad to hit the correct braking on the pedal. So I was just in a Ferrari 355 Spider yesterday, 600 LT, a 570S, 87 air-cooled 911, one of the nicest ones on the planet. Holy fuck! Brakes really work nicely. You get really controlled oversteer on the braking. Tires have plenty of grip. Actually, really good chassis control under emergency situation. Again, the perils of having a Mini Cooper is that it's tiny and people just don't see you. the car is really like, it's like being in the backpack of a short Englishman at the pub who's had one too many pints, and he's very competitive at the dart game you're playing. It's angry, it's fizzy, the carburetor noise is amazing, the brakes are actually very consistent. Going over speed bumps, there's not a lot of suspension travel, it's mostly all in the tire. If you take the car from the roof and you shake it, you don't see any suspension movement, it's just the tire wibbling and wobbling. It is phenomenal to drive. It is a riot. It has so much fun. It has fizz. And I've been trying not to say it, but like, you get the proverbial go-kart feel. It just has in the interior ergonomics. The steering wheel is kind of like a bus steering wheel. It's set away from your chest, and it's a momentum car. With the track being so thin, you have a lot of leeway in your lane to pick your line. I mean, I could have another Mini Cooper right there in my lane. So you get to pick your line within your lane, and that's really fun, especially in the day and age of modern sports cars, which are so huge. You just kind of, you're like on a mag rail going around corners. But yeah, there's my review. The car's super tight, it's very clean, the paint's in nice shape, the interior is very complete, everything works in it, gearbox is fantastic, suspension's good, we got it all dialed in, and we had a shop we work closely with down here in Alpharetta called DC Motor Works. They specialize in anything weird and esoteric, and they went through the car for us. Didn't really have to fix a lot of things. It was just a steering rack and what else did they do? Yeah, steering rack, alignment, and the hood latch. Those are the only two things. The car's been really well gone through by the previous owner. They loved this car. It was a sentimental vehicle to them, and it was you could tell that they were sad when they let it go and gave it to us. But this has been a pleasure to own. And I mean, I'm driving around in Atlanta traffic. It has all the power in the world that you need. They don't make a lot of power, but they have zero curb weight. And it being an English engine, there's lots of torque. So I had a passenger in here earlier, and you could obviously feel the weight difference, but it really didn't tax the car at all. It's a porky, chunky little engine in here. And the maneuverability is world class, obviously. I mean, this thing won Monte Carlo rallies. It's, you'll see him in the historic race car series, racing against, you know, Ford Falcons and Jaguar E-types and other cars of that era. So I guess I was going to end the video, but I'm just going to keep rolling. I really like driving this, and we'll drive it calmly in traffic. There's fourth gear. We're going 80 kph, which is what, about 50 miles an hour. Windows are all closed. It's about 120 degrees in the cabin, but that's okay because I'm having a blast. So that was a monstrous hill on passing traffic. running the car really hard for the past hour or so, and it's doing great. Brakes, you have to press pretty hard on them for obvious reasons. It gets a lot of attention. Obviously, I'm the size of a Walmart shopping cart. Gearbox is super intuitive. Third and fourth, so third is up and to the right. Obviously, there's a little bit of a spring-loaded gate. You have to get it past, and then you go up. And then fourth is straight down, but you kind of want to press on the top of the shift knob, press it down towards the floor of the car, and go into fourth. If you kind of yank it like a normal car, you'll go right into reverse, because it's a pull up, down to the bottom right. So gearbox takes a little bit to get used to, but this is not a car to be ham-fisted with. It's not delicate by any means, but it's just older, and they obviously behave way differently than a modern car. But as far as the classic goes, the parts are cheap, they're plentiful, these are easy to work on. This would be one hell of a buy for whoever buys it, as far as getting into a true 1960s classic that actually drives well and sounds good, it looks good, it has all the charm in the world. This has got so much character. I'm kind of sad I'm about to head back to the office. I don't want to stop driving it. But the steering wheel's really nice, really good ergonomics. I mean, okay, they're not good, but they're just fun. It's so different. And there's another guy that pulls out in front of me. I mean, the car is white. I should be able to be spotted, but maybe they just see an old car coming down the street and don't realize I can, you know, I'm doing modern car speeds. I don't know. Or he's just a bad driver. Either way. Alright, well, this concludes the driving portion of the video. Please comment below if you have any questions, and we'll get to them. But I'm going to go ahead and park this up, and we're going to push the listing here later today, so let's get it done. Thanks for watching, guys.